there is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, a battle of two first-place squads between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the New York Yankees. It's baseball,
now,
it's the show, and it comes your way next.
New York Yankees.
Jameson Taillon gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, here is David Fletcher. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Fletcher gets his lead at first, nobody out. A bouncer up the middle. LeMahieu's got it. A step on the bag for 1. To Voit in time for the double play. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 2-2. Hit to short. He's got it. Throw on to Voit. Takes care of him, and the inning is over. Angels held in check there. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Alex Cobb will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swings through it for strike number 2. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And there's one away.
Batting second.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You want to talk about a team's worst nightmare. That's what this lineup possesses. They lead the league in on-base percentage. I don't care if it's hits, walks, hit by pitch, does not matter. They are finding ways to create traffic on the base pass almost every inning. And eventually, someone's going to catch a gap, and that usually means 2 to 3 runs and a victory. You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Batting third, the second baseman, DJ.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. He's 1 for 5. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. Despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Yanks leave 1. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through. Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. 19th home run for him on the season as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Stepping in now, Justin Upton. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. No outs, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Stanton. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 33, Max Stassi.
Now at the plate, Max Stassi. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Now at the plate is Luke Voigt. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb, 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Grounded up the first baseline. But that finds its way through for a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
To the plate now, Clint Frazier. 1-1 pitch is a splitter called strike 2. Voigt stands at second with no outs. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. And he can't track it down. A base hit.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
The 1-2. First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a liner, but this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's under it. He's got it 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting 8.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
At the plate now, Austin Hedges. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. First and second now, 1 man out. This is foul right side. Here's another 1-2. base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Tyro Estrada.
Next, it'll be Tyro Estrada. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. On the ground now for Iglesias. This could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Yankees forced to settle for one. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Hicks is under it. He's got it one away. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Here's Dexter Fowler now, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a looper to left. And that's in there, base hit. Throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Into the box, David Fletcher. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' leadoff hitter. Fowler, the runner at second with 1 away. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, Shohei Ohtani. Ball 3. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. 1 there, on to Voit, an inning-ending double play. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gio Urshela. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Here comes the 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled hard down the line in left. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still trail it here 2-1. So now to the plate, Mike Trout. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Gardner moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. Standing in now, Anthony Rendon. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 2. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And these 2 guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. So here is Justin Upton, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Hicks will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Fowler. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next to dig in, Luke Voigt. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Clint Frazier.
At the plate, Clint Frazier. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. And that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Digging in will be Jared Walsh. He'll start off the fifth in this one. The 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Max Stassi. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. A little low, it's 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 the count.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hicks on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They lead it 2-1. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The catcher, number 17, Austin Hedges.
1 out, bases empty, and Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. The 1-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Tyro Estrada. 2 balls and a strike. Hedges leads off first with 1 away. Lays off the split finger that time. 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-1. Here it is. Drilled to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
At the plate now, Gio Urshela. High in the air down the right field line. Fowler is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Gardner.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Softly hit toward the hole. Reined in. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. 1-2 pitch coming to Fowler. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Up next, David Fletcher. Here now the 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. He's right there. And there are 2 away now.
Now that designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Next will be the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-2. The count is full to the Angels DH.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
The 3-2 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The batter, the center fielder.
So next to bat will be Mike Trout. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Pitch is high, the throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout on the run. He's around first, heading for 2. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Benton.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he has signaled to the bullpen. That's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Patrick Sandoval takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. At the plate, Luke Voigt. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he fouls this one off. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Luke Voigt becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now in the box, Clint Frazier. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Clint Frazier goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. So now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Stepping in now, Austin Hedges. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting, shortstop, Tyro.
Big spot here. 1st and 2nd, 2 men gone. And that brings up Tyro Estrada. Hicks over at 2nd. Hedges on at 1st with 2 down. Drives it out to deep right center field. On the move is Trout. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees.
Next to hit is Brett Gardner, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Payoff pitch on its way. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Trout. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 4-2. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So now into the box is Mike Trout. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resilience.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. Number 18 for him on the campaign as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the one-run lead. Chad Green comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
Now back, left field, Justin Upton.
So the next to bat will be Justin Upton. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. The 1-1. And Upton a bit early on this one as this is hit well, but well fouled down the left field line.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one in a day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Jared Walsh. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Pitch on the way. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 7th.
1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 3. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 14 on the season, and it's now 5-3.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Taylor Cole comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. At the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Up next.
Next up, Luke Voigt. So far 2 for 3 in this one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little bouncer. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Clint Frazier. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
Outside in a full count, 3-2. Aaron Hicks would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out, nobody on. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aaron.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
And now here is Austin Hedges, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Frazier on second, Hicks at first, 2 out in the inning. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it, and that retires the side. Yankees do get one on the solo homer. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 5-3 New York. Zach Britton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Into the box, Max Stassi. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Slider laid off for a ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Full count, 3-2.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Ready now for L.A., Jose Iglesias. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
A runner at first with no outs here. On a line, that's a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Taylor Ward will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 3.
Standing in now, Dexter Fowler. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed for strike 3. And adding insult to injury, that pitch hit him as well, but there's one away. Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these two guys fared in the matchup. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. David Fletcher, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The 1-1 home. Fouled away. The 1-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Next up, the 2-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Justin Wilson answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The set and the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more, 3-2. And another foul ball. The payoff pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup. And what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run. So much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
The set and the 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Popped him up. LeMahieu ranging into shallow right. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. Dan Dero and I are back at Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Taylor Ward will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Tyro Estrada digging in now. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming on is Fowler. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, number 29.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Gio Urshela. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-2. One out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
That's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
At the plate, Brett Gardner. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To Iglesias for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Gardner, the runner at first with 2 gone. 1-2 to DJ LeMahieu. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Rougned Odor has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Justin Upton now. Lifetime line against Chapman. Not great. He's 1 for 8. Count is 1-2 now. Now pitch on the way. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box, Jared Walsh. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jared Walsh is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Stepping in now, Taylor Ward. Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now the 2-1. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, that is a huge save for him right there. That's number 300 in his major league career, tying him with Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter. That's something only 20-some other big league pitchers have ever accomplished. He has a lot to be proud of.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. So the Bronx Bombers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jamison Taillon earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Aroldis Chapman wraps it up for the save, his 24th on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Angels, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.